Hello, Serrani Dak, and welcome back for another video. This time I've got two replays for you in the Tier 8 French medium slash light tank almost, the Bourrasque. The first one we're on Fipple Ridge, and I've tuned up with Rossi in the Dragon. It's actually quite an older replay. I've had this one saved up for a little bit, but I kind of wanted to get rid of these replays because I've had them on the hard drive for quite a while. So I thought I'd try and clear them out. So we're going to go off down the 1-2 line at the start and see if we can take a position on. It's kind of a risky push, but if you've got a quick medium tank, it can work sometimes. If you're in the, and that's basically to push down to sort of K1-2. There's a nice little ridge you can sort of use over there and try and spot the enemy if it gets a nice sort of side shots in. But it doesn't look like we've got a lot of support. I've got Rossi coming with us. We do have two fun police in the game. And well, yeah, two on either side, so that's something to worry about. But I'm hoping they may be able to give me a bit of assistance. But like I said, I don't have a lot of support, so if a lot of tanks comes down here, we could be in a little bit of trouble. Because quite often, I kind of want some heavy tanks down the sort of, just to the right and then the sort of 3-4, like the J34, to sort of contest these tanks. It is a tier 10 lobby, and as you see, we've actually got quite a lot of tanks coming this way. We are in a position where we've got some quite nice side shots, but I'm thinking at this point we're very sort of heavily outnumbered. The medium tank who has come with us is looking like he's about to die, so I'm going to take the decision that I'm going to try and get out of here now before it's too late, because otherwise if they come round onto me, I've got a 2-shot double tap sort of 360 autoloader. But then I'm going to be sitting on to reload once I fire my shots for 20 seconds. And I think if I stay in that location, I'm going to die. So I'm going to risk trying to get out, weave in and sort of, trying to get out of the way of the enemy shots. Fortunately, I actually come out of that unscathed. And we actually managed to pick up 1,500 damage. So it's actually worked out alright for us. Yeah, I could have lost a lot of health on the exit there. But I had to take that gamble to escape, because it was certain death if I stayed in that position. So we have sort of fallen back now, and we're picking up some nice bit of assistance where they're pushing into our enemy gun line on sort of the campers on the hill, and Rossi sort of there is covering me. This chieftain, I'm sort of trying to keep him lit where I can. I want to be careful to overpoke here, because I know there was a lot of tanks pushing down that way. I don't want to get caught out because I don't have a lot of hit points, and obviously I have 0 armour. But I'm just trying to keep this chieftain spotted so that I can, hopefully he gets taken out by our gun line. I think Rossi is putting shots into him here, and you can see he does end up getting taken out. And we pick up, just shy of 2,000 assistance. So it hasn't been too bad. It's actually worked out right. We managed to get out of that situation. And then sort of tanks, the 50B there. He's on a 1-shot now as well. So we know the chieftain's death. There was a chisel, which I saw pushing. I don't know whereabouts he is. I'm going to go and see if I can spot him up. Because I knew there was quite a few tanks pushing around there, and I'm going to try and spot them where I can, so they don't, sneak up on us, if you like. I don't want them to get too close undetected. I want to get a bit more information. I've seen an opportunity to take out this 50p, and like I said, that has got a dangerous clip potential. So if I can take out that tank, it'd be quite nice. We do manage to get a rear shot in, taking that gun out of the game, and that sort of. It's evened up this side a little bit now, and I'm kind of thinking that the tanks must have retreated a little bit, because I'm sure there was more than that who initially did push down. So I'm going to see what I can do, see if I can spot stuff up, because I do have, although I don't have any sort of guns following me at the moment, I do still have 2 fun police in the game, and maybe if I do keep some things spotted, I might get a little bit of assistance from the fun police. You see, this is a chisel. We obviously has retreated. We get one into him. We go for a second one blind. That doesn't cut pull off for us on that occasion. We're going to now push behind a bit of hard cover, and just try and keep these. Use the great camo of this tank, to keep the enemy team spotted, because it is a medium tank, but it's also got very similar play style to a light tanks, because it does have great camo and great mobility. We go for the kill on this M46. Unfortunately, sort of matrixed us to help that last shot, and we don't quite finish him off. I'm using the house as a bit of hard cover from the enemy gun lines, losing my spot, and then trying to poke back out to see if I can spot any the enemy tanks. Because we know obviously that chisel was around here somewhere, Yeah, I don't want to get caught out by him. As we was about to make our play, we spot this E5, so we pull back round, and then yeah, we get absolutely slapped by that fun police. It could have been worse. It could have one bombed us, but we've just lost over 1,000 hit points to that guy, so that wasn't very pleasant at all. We're going to try and get 2 shots as E5. We do. This is kind of making it a little bit harder for us now, because I was about to make a push, like an aggressive push, and try and get into position to sort of flank shots onto these guys, but I don't really have the hit points anymore in order to do that, thanks for that fun police. So we're going to have to play a little bit more cautiously now. You know, I can't afford to push out. We go for a shot on this E5. Stupidly, I just shot the big wooden plank in front of me, which cost me a pen of damage. We do manage to get 1 into him. I'm just hoping the fun police doesn't sort of reload and splash near this building, because it's a T92, so he doesn't even have to hit us. He could just sort of shoot near the building. So on that note, I'm going to push out away that building and see if I can go after the fun police now, because there's only that TD left. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to him before he gets taken out. And I'm just going to look for potentially trying to get rid of the fun police. We do go for a snapshot onto that TD on the move. We don't manage to get that one, but you know, you never know. Sometimes that does happen. We've gone for a reload, and we're going to go and hunt the piggies. Hopefully get a little bit of revenge for that earlier shot, which almost ruined our day. We know they're going to be around here somewhere. I'm not quite reloaded, but this T92 is not looking at us at the moment, so we should be able to get the kill. Got to be careful, there is another T92 to our right, but Rossi is sort of engaging him, so he's not quite looking at me either. We don't manage to get the reloading to kill the other fun police, but we do pick up the assistance. So yeah, that brings us into the first game. So we've got left to get to the results and see how we did. We picked up 2 kills, 4,000 damage, 3,000 assistance. We got the ace tanker, and yeah, so that's it for the first replay. And I'll see you in a bit for the second replay of the video. Okay, thanks for staying with us. So here we are on second replay, and we're on Westfield. We are actually platooned up with Swindle and Petty 360. We are bottom tier. I think we're the only tier 8s on our team. But we're on a good map. We're on a good map for the Bourrasque. Our initial plan was to go and try and spot the cross, the enemy cross, because we do have sort of good mobility, good camo. And I think Swindle and Petty said they was going to push down the opposite side of the map on the sort of the 0 line hill push. But as I was kind of approaching here, our light tanks already come to try and spot the cross for us. So I thought I was going to, rather us both do the same job, I'm going to try and sort of cover him instead and maybe pick up a little bit of damage, because I didn't want to sort of get in each other's way. It seems sort of counterproductive. So I was going to see if I can sort of actually cover him and maybe give him some assistance and myself some damage. And we've gotten this opportunity. We're in a position to get a shot into this Progetto. We do manage to get our first 2 shots of damage, putting us onto 700 damage, which is nice. We are now on a reload. We're kind of trying to stay behind these bushes to give us the best chance of not getting spotted. But we've positioned ourselves in a way that if we do get lit, we can make a speedy escape down the ridge and try and avoid the enemy gun lines the best we can. This T68 is crossing. We're hoping to get another shot into him. We got 1 in. Unfortunately, we lose a spot. Rather than go for the blind shot, which I normally would, I'm going to be a bit patient, see if we can get lit again, and it does pay off. We manage to get a thin shot in, confirming the kill just before he gets into that hard cover. We are now on a reload, so this is kind of where I would like to be sort of being a bit more active and trying to spot some targets. But like I say, the Tusk is already spotting everything up for us at the moment. So I'm just going to wait and just try and time my reload, and hopefully I can get a bit more damage in. We do get 1 into that 50 TP, and now we sort of cleaned up enough of the enemy tanks to start to make some progress. So you see Petty's already sort of pushing down the 0 line, and now I'm going to try and push up and try and sort of surround the enemy team. Unfortunately, we do get lit there by that chisel, which puts us in a risky position. Maybe we shouldn't have took that shot, but we're going to try our best and avoid some shot. You see, we do get shot by the enemy light tank there. We're trying our best to avoid the just getting shot as best we can. trying to lose the spot so then we can try and see if we can deal with the remaining tanks. Because already we put the enemy under a lot of pressure now. We spotted this Type 4, full health. He is actually facing sort of, you know, we've got the full side of this tank, so we should be able to pen him. We get one tank in, we hit his ammo rack, so we go for the ammo rack shot again, and yeah, that was filthy. We've literally just killed a Type 4 heavy with 2 shots. So that was, yeah, that was disgusting. But it is funny when those things happen. So yeah, brilliant really, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that result. It's boosted our damage quite nicely, and it's kind of clean up time at the moment really. A lot of this has been sort of, once I've been reloaded, I've been firing. So I kind of need to not miss a shot really to boost your damage when it's a game like this, because you're not going to have, you know, you're going to have to time your reloads. You know, you're not, when you're on like a single fire gun, you can also keep firing, keep farming your damage in these high paced games. When it's in a scenario like this where everything's just melting really quickly, you need to make sure you're hitting all your shots, because otherwise you're going to be, you know, losing a lot of damage with that sort of 20 odd second reload. We're going to go for a shot in, get this one into Type 60 TP. We do manage to avoid him. He is trying to turn to get a shot in, so we're going to do our best to try and avoid taking the shot if we can, because we want to sort of get our reload in so that then we can eat a shot and just get both our shots in if he's still alive at that point. So almost got a reload. Like I said, I'm going to sit in front of him, you know, unless he sort of sets me on fire, I'm going to be able to take him out. And we do manage to do that, bringing us to an end to that game. And that's the final one of the video. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I needed to clear these ones, make some space off of my hard drive. We've got 4 kills, 5,000 damage, tiny bit of assistance. Like I say, we was playing more for the damage in that game. We got the Oskins medal, and that brings an end to the video. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!